Van and Melonine, and well met indeed. I'm Arachir Galadirthan, head of the modding team behind Third Age Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to the Wood Elf campaign as we continue our attacks on the sacred pools in Lustria. I don't really want to have to wait 13 turns, so against possibly my better judgment, I'm tempted to auto-resolve this battle. Because I think we've defeated them enough that we should be able to win it. Although actually if we attack it, we might get to see a cool battle map, won't we? So let's just do that. Straight in with the sisters. I don't need to mention it again, but I will do because I just keep doing it. These videos are recorded back to back, so I haven't seen your comments on episode number 2, so you'll have to wait until episode 4 before I can mention any of the comments on 2 or 3. Apologies for that. Oh, I was really hoping we'd actually get to fight a sort of battle here. A sort of battle. This is a sort of battle. I was hoping we'd be able to fight a town-ish battle, but no. It's a normal field battle, but in the background is a large tree. And that's it. Oh, look, cool little houses, though. Little mounds. Probably graves, one would assume. Not a very big forest, in truth, is it? Very, very sparse, in fact. I would call that a thicket with a large tree in it, rather than a forest. And given that we're supposed to be in the jungles of Lustria, one can't help but feel a little disappointed at the pathetic size of this city. Right, I know we attack the enemy, but this is Warhammer 2, and the enemies always, always come for you. So we're just going to let them. And predominantly then fight... I don't know, though, because we don't want our archers to be in the trees. Well, we want our archers to be in the trees, but to fire out, because once the enemy gets into the trees, they'll get forest protection. So whilst we want to skillfully arrange it so that melee is in the trees and arrows are out on the plains. And I'm not really sure where the best point is. It's probably just straight here, to be honest. Our archers are about the only units that survived the last battle. But the one thing the enemy didn't have much of was range of their own. And this time, keep the sisters near our archers. Right, they're over there, but there you go, straight away, as expected. They just charge into you. The Warhammer 2 doesn't have any illusion of defensive versus defender versus aggressor. They just always attack you. And I wonder if that's because they knew that they were making archers so powerful and so fundamental to the essentially meta of the game that in order to stop the AI just getting shot to death in every single battle, they force them to run at you so that they at least try to force an engagement. Oh, our stag riders died. Oh, that's disappointing. Let's actually have a look at our units for a change, for once. I tell you what we can do, actually, to slow down the insane speed, is actually just slow down the insane speed. So if we turn the movement speed down a couple of notches and rotation down a couple of notches, then hopefully it shouldn't be as jarring when we move around. They do look an awful lot like... It's like an alternative Legolas. I mean, obviously they're not basing that specific model on Legolas. And it's very difficult to have a Wood Elf faction that don't cross over one another from different fantasy genres. Basically, anywhere where Wood Elves are represented, they are of course going to be green and brown. Because trees are green and brown, and it's natural camouflage. The only non-green and brown Wood Elves that I know of, and granted my fantasy knowledge isn't massively wide, but of course the Elves of Lothlorien wear grey because the Malorn trees are grey, which is a fact you all knew I was about to say. But they're the only non-brown and green Wood Elves in fantasy that I know of. But do you know of any more? What other fantasy genres are worth having a read, particularly if you're into elves? And which Wood Elves are not green and brown? For example, the elves of the Witcher universe also often are seen in green and browns. But I'm hoping that we're going to be able to win this one, basically through just the sheer number of archers that we are about to use. Let's try and get that eagle to flank around the back. And speaking of flanking around the back, let's go, archers. Right, you go in and hit those. See, most of their units are so depleted already that this is not going to be too hard. Oh, who's running away already? Come on, the archer's getting into position. We'll be alright, we'll be alright. Just hold, just hold, just hold, just hold, just hold. Oh, Delina's taking a right old beating. But she's called in the flock. There we are, they're firing off. Yes, it's going very, very nicely. They started this with 1,807, is that true? No. That's the potential, isn't it? That's if all of your units were at full health. That's how many they would have. Right, move around and support, move around and support. We're shooting at those archer units now as well. If you go back to that mode, please, and target him. If someone can get Delina out, that would be brilliant. Just get her to move past. Yeah, I think this is in the bag as well. Absolutely noodly. Most of the enemy units are now starting to break. Give us another flock over there, Delina. Give us a volley. Nice. Yes. Yes. Now, yeah, this is ours. This is ours, and then we can sit licking our wounds in the pools of whatever this place is called. Still some blessed warriors over there we need to deal with, though. But those blessed chameleon skinks are going down under the weight of such strong fire. And off they go. Yes. This time we don't need to capture them or kill as many as we can because we have just taken the city. Fantastic. We deployed 727 and we lost 300. They deployed near enough a similar number actually, and they only lost half before they broke. Golden Sword, much reduced numbers, but again, Glade Guard, they're really competing. 67 takes the top spot, and in a very close second with 60, and then in the third, joint 53s. The Eagle did very well, though, there, actually. We just lost a shed load of units. But it is ours. Of course we're going to occupy it. It's one of the only places we can actually use in the whole world. The Sacred Pools. No. What a terrible, terrible name. We're going to call this... we're in the jungles of Lustria, which is the largest forest, so I think we need to go with Erun Galan, don't we? Erun Galan, or the Greenwood. Give us one of those. What landmark do we get here? The Sacred Pools of Isha, which gives Sisters of the Thorn and Zoets. But first of all, have we got enough money? Yes, let's get the military production up. I'm not really bothered about the Dryads, if I'm honest. I'm not interested in that line very much at all. But then, maybe one of them can get Cav and one of them can get the Dryads. But for now, we're going to go with that one so that we can just rebuild most of our army. We could do with health as well. Always useful. I think we'll try and get the Trappers Den when we've got the money for it. We can't build the Trappers Den because we need Kindreds. Oh, dear, my headphone just popped out. Kindreds is people. Why do you need people to build the economic buildings? That's something I've never seen before. Sod it then. Chuck in the Haunted Grove as well. Let's replenish our Dryads.
Naestra and Arahan.
And it is ours. And you guys have finally gone over into this one. And then we can get Quartermaster up and running. Although we're making loads of money. I don't know why I'm beelining for Quartermaster. We really don't need it. Right, so we've got the Hunt Marshal's expedition away to the northwest. We have got the Cult of Sotek to the northeast. And we've got the Itza to the south and southeast. Dwarves over there. The spine of Sotek dwarves, but that's not Heathland. All the Heathland provinces are always shown as soon as you take it. And you'll note this one only has 4, which is very slim. Chak was part of that region. That's interesting. And what of Itza? Oh, and Subatoon, wherever Subatoon is not. Right, Itza. Who do you like and dislike? Oh, you don't like or dislike anyone. I'd like your regions then. So I'm going to come for you. I'm not going to tell you that, because that would be silly. But I'm coming for you. Right, can we get trade with anyone? Oh, we don't want to trade with them. We can form pacts with some of these people if we can. So in the north, we're protected by Nagaryth and by the undead on our western bound, but that's fine. Hopefully they'll come down and take the Plain of Dogs as well. Nagaryth hopefully will leave us to it. Oh, Lothlorien can build as well. Yes, please. Oh, I see. Because you don't need people to upgrade your town, the people go into the economic buildings instead. That's interesting. That is interesting. Our public order seems to be doing all right this time as well. Should only get better. But one of these gives public order, and it's the sculptor's thing, isn't it? Yeah. Public order and money, which is always nice. Where did I put my camera bookmarks? That's number 1. That's number 2. And I don't think we've got a number 3, so let's make that down here. I think it's control and that, isn't it? Let's move away and press the button. No, it is not control and that. Apologies. Bear with me just 1 second. This is something that many of you may not know, though, so it might help. If you go into the controls, we're in Universal, and there's camera bookmarks. There we are. Save camera bookmark. View camera bookmark. 3 F11. Shift F11. I press control. I should have just tried, shouldn't I? I should have just guessed. Shift F11. There we are. And then we move away, press F11, and it moves us there. Right, so those are our 3 places. But for now, let's end the turn. We're going to head south then and hit the Itza. And then I think that'll probably be about 10 turns, and then we'll sod off somewhere else and keep conquering the world by just appearing in forests. Which is very good fun. It's nice because you get to fight against so many different people. Like, if we now want to go and kill humans, then let's just jump into the Empire. Although there's a real Empire swing, isn't there? 3 of the forests are essentially on the borders of the Empire. Well, no, those 2 are the actual ones on the borders. That one's a little bit of a stretch. But even that, no, because that's up against the Southern Princes and the and Balthazar Gelt himself. He's down here, isn't he? Yeah, there's Fort Sol. So if he's done a relatively successful job of conquering, he might not be too far from the Forest of Gloom. Of course, Laurelon Forest is bang in the middle of the Empire. There's Midlands to the south. And Griffinwood, a little closer to the undead, really, isn't it? But still, you'll be fighting against humans or undead, neither of those. But Laurelon Forest would bring us up against the Norska, and they are relentless. Not in that they're any good, but in that they just don't stop. They just keep coming and coming and coming, and it's so annoying. Right, Eternal Guard. We do want more of you. So at the minute we've got 1, and I think 6 of those would be a good idea. You have poison attacks. I thought that was what that would probably be. We don't want the Dryads because at the minute they cost us more. Is that event still ongoing? Yes, plus 25%. We'll take some of them then. We do ideally want to get the global, but we need that Azrai Forge to get the better units. Particularly the Eternal Guards with shields. We're going to need them because that army is weak. But as soon as that army's ready, we're moving on Itza. We're going to go and take them. You must keep the Wood Elf banner sailing across the map. A young Glade Lord, full of hope and naivety, wishes to journey into the Dreaming Wood to recover a lost artifact. Headstrong and confident, perhaps to the point of arrogance, the Dreaming Wood is a twisted domain ruled by the Prince of Pleasure, Slaanesh. Slaanesh, say it how you will. To enter is to dance with the chaos god of madness and desire. Most who enter never return, claimed body and soul by the forces of ruin. Yet this Glade Lord seems self-assured. Do you allow them to recover this item or forbid the journey? Deny their request, untainted in all provinces. Allow him chaos in all provinces, and we get a special sword. No. We will not consort with chaos in any form, and any wood elf who comes to my attention has entered the Dreaming Wood and consorted with Slaanesh will be ostracized. Right, we'll have 2 of those. So, we've already got 1. Yeah, so we'll get 3 of them. Perfect. So we'll wait 1 turn. We'll have the money to get another one. And then we'll wait for that to recruit. And then we're hitting on the Lizardmen. Not in that way. Not a euphemism. We're actually going to go and murder them. But if you wish to see it as flirtation, then please, feel free to do so. I'm sure the lizard men and the wood elves are keen to flirt with one another. If the internet is to be believed, the things that the lizard men get up to, dear oh dear. Rumours of a possible threat? Oh, we have our next target then. But we won't be doing that just yet, because we're going to get another unit of those. Fill out our wonderful little army. 2 turns then it'll be. 2 turns. Missile resistance for all elf units. Cooldown. Law of Shadow spells. Diplomatic relations with Bretonia. Campaign movement range. Oh, that's not bad. Evasion chance of using the world is up 20%. That's not too shabba-lubba-ding-dong at all, is it? Do we have anything that really increases Isha the Mother, there we are. Income from grapevines goes up. Law of Life spells, and that's one that everyone says that we should get. And it helps our tree people as well. Lord and Hero recruit rank, immune to storm and reef attrition, income from ports. Yeah, we're not bothered about that. We're not going to, I don't think we'll ever have a port. There's the ambush one, charge bonus. So it's military along the bottom, generally speaking, and economy and town and administration along the top. I think... and that one just costs outright money. Armor-piercing weapon damage for Great Eagles. Physical resistance for Great Eagles. Flies line of sight over all magical forests. Oh, that's fantastic. We'll try and save up and get that. How much money do we make? 813. Oh, we're only about 4 turns away from that.
The Sisters of Twilight.
We're 4 turns-ish away. So let's go. We'll definitely have the money then by the time that one's completed. So let's get Ladriel, Lady of Mist, and then we'll save up the 5,000. Which should happen in this episode. Now that the end turns take almost no time at all. I mean, they're just lightning fast. If we take that one, for example, I clicked end turn when we were on 25 seconds to 12. For want of a better word. For want of a much better description, actually. And that is about to finish 15 seconds later. That is just fantastic. That is so... I know I fanboy over that all the time. But, I mean, come on, people. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing that they have managed to make it work that well. Next level, Winds of Magic cost is down for the transformation. That's all it does. We can do the Curse again, or we've already got the Flock of Doom as well as it's going to go. Oh, we can put her on a unicorn. Oh, that's cool. But we might as well just wait and put her on an eagle. Spellcasters are always better on eagles. Obviously, the movement and not getting locked in battle means they can constantly keep going with it. That one's is a buff to us, isn't it? But I think Flock of Doom and the Spear are the two we're most interested in. Flock of Doom, the Spear, and summoning the Eagle. So let's improve our magical power reserve so she can keep going strong. And we return away, and then we're fighting probably more Skaven, I should imagine, in the forest. Oh, I do enjoy this game. I really, really enjoy this game. And I just so hope that in some future, before I'm too old to play games, and before I have a family, for example, that... they will obtain the rights, the ability to make a Lord of the Rings version of this game. I know we're saving up to 5,000, but upgrading the tree, very helpful. So let's do that.
Remain calm.
And let's move in.
For fresh battle.
We can't get there yet, but I can't see any Itza armies, so they're not coming towards us. But then why would they? We're not at war with them yet. That is to come. The Tyrants of the Black Ocean. Right, here we are.
We fight only when necessary.
Forest encounter boats of Zoats. Boats of Zoats. The forest is approached by an unusual force, an enormous group of Zoats, accompanied by a guard of lizardmen. The skink says that the great plan insists the Zoats are the rightful inhabitants of the forest, must be allowed to tend to it at your side. However, the forest spirits are reluctant to share power with the Zoats, whose true intentions are unknown. They urge that you slay them all. Admit them. Leadership down for tree folk. Growth in all provinces and public in all provinces is down. The lizardmen like us more, which won't matter all that much because we're about to attack them. And we get plus 10 in the sacred pools. We also get plus 10 in the sacred pools if we attack the lizardmen. You will face a foe in battle. Lizardmen are punished. Yeah, I think we should probably do that one. Yes, I think we should definitely do that one. Because we're about to attack the lizardmen, so we don't need good relations with them. And it gives us growth and public order, which I'm always keen for. And we've got a few dryads, so let's get them. We also can't train Zoats yet, so the benefit to training them is non-existent, really. They've got some pterodon riders, ripodactyl riders, croxigores, chameleon skinks, skirmishers, horned ones, cold one riders. There's a bit of cavalry in this one. Interestingly, there aren't actually any Zoats. Whereas that message would implied that we're up against a horde of Zoats. Battle of Itza. The perfect shock troop smashes into enemy lines, devastating their confidence by inflicting many casualties. Armoured, armour-piercing, and primal instinct. They've only got one unit of those. The cavalry, though, is going to be more of a concern, I should have thought. But we have got much better melee forces now, and we still have the same number of archers, and they're healed. So that's good. And it looks like we might actually be able to fight in a forest for a change, which is also nice. But then the enemy is going to be coming down on top of us. We actually have a pretty crap area, don't we? But if we pull back to this sort of wide open space... I always like wide open spaces. Look, we could pull back to this corner here, actually. We'd be ever so slightly shooting uphill, but our archers will be in the trees, and our main line will be in the trees. Yeah, we're going to go over here. Yes. Yes. So they'll be coming through that tree line, but that's fine. We'll start on 14, that's not a problem. Let's just slow it down while we move them into position. So, Glade Guard, if you would, form a nice wide line like that. Eternal Guard, you're going to form a line. Or we could probably go a bit further back and put the Eternal Guard on the edge of the forest. Yeah, and put the Glade behind. That'll work well. We got all three of you who are going to go forward and do your volleys early doors. She's going with you. Delina, if you would, go to the back, please. Oh, I keep trying to do that. And pop the eagle at the back as well. Alright, and then up we go. Yeah, that's definitely better slowing down the camera. That was what was making it feel like everything was happening so quickly. There's Ripperdactyls are going to be giving us grief. The enemy's moving into the forest. Oh, they've got a lot of flying units, haven't they? I don't think we're going to use the volleys just yet. We want to try and coax the flying units to come towards us so that then our archers can just shred them out of the skies. But they are on their way. Pull back, pull back. Yeah, look, they're coming. They've taken the bait. Get them back here, get them back here. And our archers can rise up and just absolutely ruin anything that's coming with range. Yeah, there they go. Nice. Give them a volley. Hit that one as well. Flying units are such a pain in the neck. Oh, we just did a volley on a unit that ran away. That's alright, they're running off as well. But those ones made it down. But then they're also now running off as well. Fantastic. Right, we'll change you to that. Oh, look, there's Croxagores. Yeah, kill those if you can. Summon the eagle. Go and delay those Croxagores. Expendable eagle. Eternal Guard. Maneuver. Protect the flanks. Oh, same over here as well. Look at this. That eagle can go in and attack those. That eagle's pinned them in there. You guys move over there. You move over there. Move with some haste. Not many losses on either side yet, to be honest. And because we're right on the edge of the map, it's very difficult to move the camera around. But we've just protected the archer's flanks. That's nice to see. And we're only a few seconds away from another set of volleys coming in. Give them a flock. Cauldron Riders. Saurus Warriors shields. There we are, the volley comes in. Many of them hit the trees, but it does a reasonable job. Where did we send the eagle in the end? Oh, you're chasing a unit away. Oh, because they're skirmishing. Right. We'll just come back. Just come back and hit those. Bugger, those ones have been hit. We've got a lot of problems on that left-hand side. Hit them with a flock as well, please. Yeah, Yes, that hits all of those that come within that area. That's nice to see. Boost those with the wild form. Now there's the enemy general. Doesn't really matter where you summon the eagle. It doesn't like explode out of the air or ground or anything, does it? Left hand side is where we're going to have problems. Lots and lots of problems. So let's get the Hawk Riders out so that they're not disrupting our vision anymore. Pull the Glade Guard back. Hawk Riders. Just target what you can, kill what you can. They've lost a lot less than we have. But we've got the morale advantage. There's over there. It's annoying that they don't really have anything that they can actually do. Like, they're a strong unit, but they don't have any sort of battle-changing powers. Enemy general's right in amongst our archer line there. I've got that eagle. Hit these Pterodon riders. I forgot completely that I summoned you. Going to kill those. How are you doing over there? Target those. Hawk riders. Go and help. Just all of you slamming down into them should cause them some real panic and grief. Yes, as it does. And they instantly flee. Perfect. Right, now take back to the skies. Eagle, get back up as well. Go for those Pterodons. Oh no, go and help over there with those warriors on the flank there. Alright, let's do another, hopefully, impactful, overwhelming volumes charge. Oh yes, look, the morale is breaking something fierce there on those spears. Not as fierce as one would have hoped, though. Right, take back. Ascend! Ascend! You're going to have to move over, but give me another flock over there. How are you guys doing? It's carnage. It's absolute carnage. You can barely see the in front of my face. No, I think we're going to do it, though. Too many of their units are now running away. We just need these warriors over here to die. Oh, they're actually out of... Alright, if you guys are out, come and help over here. Feral Cold Ones. Good luck. Spirit of the Hawk is with you. I can turn all of that off so it looks very dramatic as they fly into all of these trees. Smash down into those Cold Ones in just ear-shrieking fury of hawk cries. But we have definitely won. The only thing left really is the enemy in general. And he's broken now as well. End it. It was only a quest battle, wasn't it? 690 of us died. Dear oh dear. But the Eternal Guard died doing what they love. Dying. For that is, I assume, what they love. For that allows me to let them go off to their deaths without worry. 796 Shilti died. And the top spot today went to, you may have guessed it, and you may not be surprised at all because they win every single time. It's the Glade Guard with 82 kills. Delina only got 9, but I'm assuming her spells don't actually count towards her kills. Oh, we'll take 1,500, yeah. It's interesting that they then get to live and they go off and just exist as a nation then. I think that's interesting. See, Quartermaster and perenniality. Perenniality. Perennial is a word. Perenniality, I'm not entirely certain I've ever seen that as a word. I should probably actually start making these two better. That's why they don't have any abilities, isn't it? Because I'm not doing anything with them. And it would be very useful if we can boost our archers. But we will continue to go for Quartermaster first. Just to free up money. Just so we're ready in the long run. When it will become far more pertinent. Ah, we can improve the eagle bow. Nice. Yes, we will do that. Yes. Ability eagle bow. 25 seconds on self and allies. Speed, charge, stalk, and unstoppable. Unspottable. That's pretty good, isn't it? Maybe hold on to that. Right, now though, we need to head back here so that you guys can replenish quicker. We didn't actually lose any units in all of that, interestingly. And what of home? Can Lothlorien upgrade? Yes, it can. Lothlorien can upgrade, but we do want to try and save that money. How many turns? 3 more turns we've got. We've already got 5,000 though, so we can spend 1,000 or so. 1,940. Yeah, we could build 1 or 2 of those. Now, we built the Dryads in the other one, didn't we? So let's go for... Oh, who's giving us the Eyrie then? Oh, we get Hawk Riders from the Sacred Grounds of Anathema. So we don't really need to bother with that, because we're not bothered about Great Eagles. Nor am I overly keen on bothered. We'll get horses up here. Go for the horse one. Oh, we got 3 turns, 1,500. How much do you cost? All of our remaining money. We get War Dancers then. Or we can upgrade you and get Deep Stouts, Waystalker. Oh, isn't the Waystalker a hero, actually? Yes, of course. So it's the Way Watchers that are our supreme unit, aren't they? We could get that, but that'll be all of our money, and we won't have 5,000 available in 3 turns. So we won't build anything else now. We'll jump back down, and we'll end the turn. It's proving at the moment to be a touch simple. I've got the campaign on very hard, so granted I'm not on legendary, and the battles, of course, are going to be a little easier, but I would prefer them to be easier and than to ever have to face the nightmare that is very hard battles. Oh, you absolute ball ache. Bloody beastmen. What have we got? Deepwood Scouts, Eternal Guards with Shields, 2 Glade Guard, another Deepwood Scouts, Dryads, and a Wildwood Ranger unit. Well, we'll fight it, because there's a lot of units in there we've not seen before, so it'll at least give us a little bit of a use with them. We're going to lose, of course. Galak Bloodgorge could probably win it on his own, because heroes are so overwhelmingly powerful. But that's a real nuisance. We're going to need a second army. Particularly as we then eventually expand into our 3rd forest, which at the minute I am thinking of moving up to the Empire to take, to be honest. Right, so Deepwood Scouts, what's going on with you? Forest Stalkers, so again, better in forests. They get to Vanguard, and then Master Ambushers. This unit can move whilst hidden in any terrain, firing in any direction, even whilst running. Oh, brilliant. So you're a fantastic unit that we definitely want to send forward. We know what Glade Guard, they're just our standard archers. It's interesting that the Glade Guard UI icon shows them with swords out, and you wouldn't instantly look at that and think, oh yeah, they're an archer. I've just never understand why they do that. Yes, they've got a bow and arrow on their back, but their primary function is to be an archer unit, so why would they not have a UI icon that shows them as archers? I just don't understand it. Now, there is a bit of a woodland up here, and I think it probably would be prudent to try and run our forces up to that, actually. We can manoeuvre the Glade Guard as and when necessary. And then finally we've got these guys, the Wildwood Rangers, which also happen to be our general. They are glaive infantry. Oh yeah, they've got an interesting weapon, haven't they? Damage dealer, armor piercing, forest stalker. So they're just very aggressive. That's good to see. We'll get you up and involved as well then, guys. Now, so your purpose is to keep the enemy at bay whilst we try and run up to this point. So, Team 2, if you can, get up to that hill. Glade Guard, get up to that hill. Eternal Guard, get up to that hill as well. And the Rangers, if you can, let's go, 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 go. While you're doing that, these guys will keep them a little busy. Gore Herd over there. Target the Gore Herd. Are you going to pay for your Master Ambusher by being actually rubbish with ranged weapons? Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. We might as well just put you on skirmish and leave you to it. Right, Dryads. Oh no, I've just moved the wrong unit, haven't I? Team 2. Right, we've met the enemy, but that's alright. We wanted to meet them in forest. Glade Guard. You go into that gap there. Rangers go further wide, and yeah, let's get the Glade Guard actually at the top. I keep calling the Eternal Guard Glade Guard. Why would an archer unit have guard in the name as well? That's the other thing that bothers me with this damned faction. There's just no sense to the names. You guys are going up. You're going to curl around and hit those in the back. Deepwood Scouts are just set on skirmish now and can just shoot at whatever they like. You guys can charge in. They get a charge defense against large, but we're not up against any large here, so go for it. Blood and glory. Right, let's get you involved. Look at that large pool of people there. Let's kill some of those, please. Wildwood Rangers. Hit that Ungor herd. Support the Dryads. Give them everything you've got. Or charge in the most pathetic way I've ever seen anyone charge into a thing and do basically nothing. The choice is entirely yours. Move you through that gap. Oh, our scouts are keeping them busy, but the scouts really don't seem that... Missile strength of 24, Glade Guard 24, they have the same damage. Range 180, range 170, so they're just a version of the Glade Guard that has the ability to move. Right, let's send all three of you into that to smash that Ungor herd there. Keep the arrows coming. We're getting completely surrounded there, but at least our Deepwood Scouts are pulling the enemy away. They've pulled a large number of them off. Come on, kill that. There's three of you. Come on, come on. You know what you need to do. Surround and kill, surround and kill. There is a huge number of units over there. Let's get the Glade Guard out of the forest. Give them a volley, that should send them packing. They fire almost immediately, that's brilliant. Right, then keep going out the forest, keep going out the forest. We'll try and get them to come around and hit these a bit clearer over there. How are the scouts doing? Have they run you to the corner yet? No, not yet. But they are both running you away. Right, you guys run over here if you would. You guys, I think, are going to get trapped, because are you aware that you're now in the corner of the map? Go, 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 go. Right, up here has one. Fantastic. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get the Glade Guard down there. You're hitting into those. You're both running down the side. Yes. Let's move. Our units here are holding amazingly well. Right, that unit will definitely break shortly. Glade Guard are coming down. Right, you go into the back of those. Units come over here. Glade Guard. How are the scouts doing? Oh, they got caught in battle. Well, just stay there and fight. You're basically out of arrows anyway. Let's move you in. Let's move you over here. We can shoot them in the back even better then. Oh, those Rangers. Again, charging in the most pathetic way I've ever seen a unit charge. Why would you go in a small column formation? Why would you not go in a wide line formation? Morons. Absolute bloody morons. We are killing a hell of a lot of them, though. They've already lost 1,000 and counting. And now the Glade Guard are clear on this side. We've lost the scouts. Not proved as well. Oh, and those ones have now run out of arrows. Let's get them to charge up here. Glade Guard over there, how are you doing? There's 59 of those. There's only 64 of you. Interesting how 59 of them is considered like a quarter of their unit's health. And 61 of us, which is only a few more, is like 100%. The general, I think, is going to do well over there. Oh, hello, 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 mass routing. Come on, Deepwood Scouts. Now is the perfect time for you to come and get involved up here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What a dream. Now, of course, they will turn around and just carry on fighting. They always do, don't they? Let's try and run those out. We've got a lot of them running away there. They really don't like the losses they're taking. You run back as well. And let's just keep pinning him with arrows. If he goes down, this is definitely a done deal. Go on, run. Let that Glade Guard keep hitting him, Did the Deepwood Scouts come up? They're coming, they are coming. Get the Dryads in. Oh, we've got a unit up there that's wavering. Yeah, no, they're running. Keep running away. Let the Glade Guard shoot him. Oh, he's routing as well now. Turn and shoot. Both of you, finish him. Please finish him. Oh, they got hit in the back. Go on, he's right in front of you guys. Glade Guard can hit those. Oh, the Deepwood Scouts have arrived. Fantastic. That horde. Did he die? No. There he is. Come on, guys. Run out. Oh, no, our Dryads are routing. Oh, come on. There's 34 of them. They're wavering. They're knackered. Turn and get one volley off. Go on. Yes. They were going to have to fight anyway, so we might as well turn when we could. He's so nearly dead. I don't think we're going to... I think we're closing in, unfortunately, on the end now. We'll send them back in, but I think they're just going to quaver as soon as they get there. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, so close. So close. A valiant defeat indeed. Hundreds killed. 246. Blimey, O'Reilly. 185, 165, 206, 219. One of the Eternal Guard units not really pulling their weight there much. No kills from one of the Eternal Guard. They shall be remembered. And when we liberate this city once again in due course. See, the benefit of being the Wood Elves, though, is because our cities basically don't mean anything. Losing a city just does not matter. It just doesn't... You're just not bothered. Like, take the cities, mate. Be my guest. It's all yours. Fire away. Because once we take it back, all we can build there is a single building. So it's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Or we get the game lodge. More money, more problems. That is the same horde that we knew that we needed to watch out for. I don't really want to recruit a lord until we can get that sweet, sweet wisdom of eagles. Because I like that. That sounds good. Just the visibility, really. And I'm not overly bothered if far nations can see us, because then we can start preparing diplomatic relations. Start getting nations like the Empire on side if they aren't already. Although, why would they be? We're enemies of basically everyone, aren't we? Oh, another forest encounter. In the same place, when the army that we just defeated hasn't even died yet.
Craving prey, twin defenders of the glades.
Finish those off. The forge is lit again. They're destroyed. That's good to see. Refine the dreaming bow. Have main line of sight. Construction costs for all buildings in all regions. Construction time for all buildings in all regions. So for 5 turns, we get a 25% reduction. Go on then, what the hell? We don't even use the dreaming bow, do we?
She will break it immediately.
So we've got a turn till we even get that benefit. But that's fine, because then that allows us to get our 5,000. Which I am obviously very, very bothered about. Yeah, Sonic, go for that. And get 15% on the 3rd tier. We will do that. They're basically going to be maxed out on the Quartermaster before we ever actually do anything. Let's boost up the Eagle so it costs a little less. Can you just encamp? Yeah, just might as well just stay there and encamp. We'll go a turn of healing and then we'll hit that ambush. Back up home where the... Ah, they didn't take Vol's Anvil. Interesting. Interesting. Now we can build this now because we still have 5,000 more and we still have a turn. Now, can we build something else as well, actually? 2,850 would take us down to 3,000, which would make us just below. We'd have to wait 2 turns. So, no, we can't upgrade any of these because they all cost the same. So, no, we end the turn again. We end the turn again. And then on the passing of this last turn will be the end of episode number 3. Again, please do leave me with your feedback of the best things that we can do going forwards. Who should we attack? Which forest should we take? Which nation should we try and fight? Oh, the beastmen come again, and he is very wounded, but the rest of their army is healed, and they've even got reinforcements now. We've got exactly the same army, except we've now got Glade Riders and a Great Eagle instead of Eternal Guard, and instead of the... No, we're just going to lose it. We might as well. We are going to need to go back. I think just having 2 armies would be good, to be honest. As with all things of the natural world, a denizen of the forest has shed their mortal shell and become one with the woods. Yet the question remains of how to honour the body, now that they have passed. They could be sacrificed in the flames, immolated as Orion is each year, a warrior's pyre. Or the body could be planted deep within the ground, allowing the hungry roots of the deep wood to draw strength from the mouldering remains. Upkeep down for all elf units for 10 turns. Oh, that's nice. Or recruitment cost down for trees and growth. Now we're going to burn it. Yeah, that's good. Let's take a new set of armour. A Dragon Cuirass has been given. Oh no, I want the armies to time. There we are. What is your armour at the moment? Refined Dreaming Boots, campaign movement range, growth and speed, Dragon Cuirass armour, melee defense, wound recovery time. No, we'll stick with the boots because that 15% movement range is good. Right, and we can now finally get what we want. Wisdom of the Eagle Lords is in. Can we afford a building? No, we can't. Oh, it says we can. Oh, yes, of course, because we've just got our 25% reduction, didn't we? Yes. Deepwood Scouts. How does one get a hold of those? Wildwood Rangers. There they are. Top of that line. And we get War Dancers and War Dancers with Azrai Spears if we get the Forge, I expect. Let's go for the Scouts and they'll get the Waystalker hero in as well. And can we get a Lord? We could get Spellweavers as a Lord. I think Spellweavers as a Lord is probably a good shout, actually. Glade Lords, I assume, are just generic melee. Or we can get a Treeman as well. No, I think I would take a Spellweaver, to be honest. Law of Life. Which one is the life symbol? Law of Life. Awakening of the Woods causes minor magical damage, large explosion. Oh yeah, it creates a tree, doesn't it? Of course. Yeah, we played with that one before. Restores hit points, gives armor and resistances, restores loads of hit points, and causes a lot of damage. So the Law of Life is because it keeps everyone alive. Yeah, I think we'll go with a spell with the Law of Life when we want to recruit them. So 1,000, so that'll be on the next turn. So we'll recruit another army up here. We've got the monies for it now, and that means we don't have to have armies in 2 different places. Because we have to wait on the deep roots again, don't we? Does it let you know how long you've got until the deep roots are available again? No, I don't think so. Unless they're already ready. Oh, they've got a little symbol. Oh, yeah, so they are ready. Because it's every 10 turns, isn't it? So, yeah, we're 20 turns in, of course. Right. But anyway, for now, that is going to end episode number 3. So I do hope you've enjoyed. I would welcome your feedback, as I say. Which forest do you think is the one we should take? How do you think we should play it as the Wood Elves? And what would you say is the best course of action? But until then, and until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Naden Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.